Hi folks, I'm Jenny Rolls and I'm making a super duper quick video on essential oil safety because I love essential oils and I think it's super important to know how to use them properly and safely. So it's like this is informal and I'm going to give you the rundown of what I know about essential oils in terms of how to use them in your daily life, how they can perhaps help you. It's fun to experiment with, so give it a try. Don't be shy. Okay, so first things first, you can use essential oils topically, so like on your skin. You can use essential oils, so physically, topically. You can use them aromatically, so whether that's putting a drop into the palm of your hands, rubbing your hands together and inhaling, breathing it in, or using a diffuser. And most diffusers nowadays come with, you put water in the reservoir, you put your drop or two of oil into that water, and then you hook it all up and away you go. And you see the mist coming out. So that's the diffusers and they're awesome. Way better to use than scented candles, especially just like your run-of-the-mill scented candles. I love smells. I used to be the biggest scented candle person, but now they're finding that all the synthetic chemically made like fragrances, they have they're hormone disruptors. So they're effing with our hormones, which is not a good thing, like bounce sheets and all things like that too. So if you can use plant, like an actual plant from the earth that has cells like just like we do, that can benefit your body and your mind and your soul, if you want to get woo-woo about it, then why not use essential oils? So I sell doTERRA products, doTERRA essential oils. I don't care if you want to purchase something else. So this is not a video to sell you what I sell. I just love doTERRA. I love them as a company. I love how they treat their farmers. They're good all around, and the quality of the product is amazing. But if you're a young living person, or if you are a Now brand person, that's cool beans. Just please be mindful of what essential oils you are using and purchasing. Make sure that it should only be one ingredient on your essential oil. It should just be the plant, okay? Shouldn't have extra stuff in it. And it's just look for quality. Like look into the company and see where they source their plants, these essential oils. Just take a moment to be mindful and conscious of that because it is important. You want good quality. It's going to go into your skin, right? Everything we put on our skin goes into it. Think about body lotions. Like all of that gets absorbed into the skin and your bloodstream, right? Bounce sheets and stuff like that. That's all. It's on our clothing and it sits on our skin and it goes into your bloodstream. So pick something that's good and that's pure, or as pure as you can get it. That being said, there are some essential oils you can use undiluted, but for the most part, if you're going to put essential oils on your skin, please dilute them. Don't ever take a pure oregano essential oil and put that directly on your skin because it's considered a hot oil and it will leave your skin red. They say it will quote unquote burn your skin. So we want to be smart when we use these things. But for example, if you take an wild orange essential oil, or like peppermint or tea tree, a lot of those you can put on your hands like straight up without diluting, and I'll show you that in a second. And it's not going to hurt you, but just be mindful that one, diluting essential oils helps them go further. Two, diluting essential oils with a coconut oil or an unscented cream, I'll show you in a moment, also helps it last longer. It'll help it stay. It adds a bit of a barrier, so it keeps it there, especially if you're doing like a treatment, like say you want to treat a burn. Lavender essential oil is great for that, but mix it with coconut oil if you can, because if you put a pure essential oil on a cut or a burn, it's gonna sting. So see if you can, but if it's on regular skin, it doesn't sting. So do you see what I'm saying? I'm just digging here in my bag because like you can get a lavender oil, which I think is in my purse because I'm always using it on my kids, but you can get pre-diluted. Was that lavender? No, I saw the purple. I thought it was lavender. You can get pre-diluted roller bottles, right? So they're already diluted with coconut oil, the essential oils in there, and it's got the roller, see? And you can apply as you see fit. So whether you're applying physically to like help a cut or a burn or an itch, a bee sting, things like that. Or the one I just pulled out is called Console. So it's a blend, a mix of different oils, essential oils. Maybe it's for emotional support. So this is an example, doTERRA coconut oil, and it even comes with this lovely little pump, so you can get just like a tiny little bit, or you can get a lot. But you can get liquid coconut oil at your regular like health food store, the bulk barn, things like that. This is what you want to dilute your essential oils with, or if you have, this is a doTERRA unscented cream, but any unscented cream, if you don't have coconut oil, will do the trick as well for diluting your oils on you when you're using them on your skin. When you use oils topically or on your skin, please be mindful. You wouldn't use the same amount that you use for yourself, you wouldn't use the same amount on your child or your baby. And babies, I have mixed feelings about using essential oils on babies. Their skin is so sensitive already. It's so new. I really don't believe you need to put essential oils on your baby. Older babies, great, that's fine. But when you use essential oils on your baby, say they have a cough, so you're going to use like a fir oil or eucalyptus or something like that. Those things, whether you're a baby or not, if you touch them and then rub your eyes, it's going to sting in your eyes, right? So when you use the essential oils on children or babies, make sure that you're doing it maybe on their back and then put their sleeper on or their pajamas on, or on the bottoms of their feet and put their socks on before they go to bed. Okay, so, and it's minimal. You don't need much, especially if you're using a pure essential oil, like a good quality one. You don't need much. And kind of sort of on that same topic, you should also know that citrus oils will react to heat and direct sun. So if you had, say, wild orange and you loved the smell of it and it made you happy, and you were going somewhere and you wanted to feel a bit happy and smell that, and you put it like diluted on your chest, and then you went out in the bright sun, or you went in a tanning bed, or you go to a hot yoga class, the heat, that can have a reaction. So they call them, I think they call them photosensitive oils. So citrus is one of them. So it's just something to keep in mind. Don't slather yourself like a basted turkey in in any citrus oil, diluted or not, and then go out in the beaming hot sun or a tanning bed, or these are the things that happen. And people are like, essential oils burn your skin. And it's like, no, you need to get smart about the plant and how to use this plant. And these essential oils are like super potent. Like 1 drop of peppermint oil equals 10 cups of peppermint tea. So just be smart about it. If you're going to use this, learn about it. Get clever about it. Make it work for you, right? Like harness it, but learn about it. And don't take for granted the power of plants. And I know that sounds cheesy and woo-woo, but plants have been used medicinally since the beginning of time. They can help with things, but we need to learn about them first before you start to use them like willy-nilly. Okay. And another thing is, like, people are always like, oh, lavender is relaxing and it'll help put your kiddo to sleep. Yes, some kids respond that way to lavender and it relaxes them, but there are other kids where it's like, meh, my kids don't really get sleepy or relaxed around lavender, whether I diffuse it or put it on their pillow or, oh, just knock that over. But they respond to different oils, like say like a jasmine is like a nice soft flowery smell. For some reason that relaxes them and keeps them mellow. Frankincense relaxes them. So it's a bit of an experiment and play. So just do your experimenting and play in a safe way. That is diluting, knowing how to diffuse properly. If you have a good quality oil and you're diffusing in a diffuser, you shouldn't need 12 drops to make that smell happen. If you have a good quality oil, it should only take like 2-3 drops maybe for that smell to happen. Do not diffuse in a room with a small child, with anybody, and with animals, really anybody. Don't diffuse in a small room, like, and close the door and just like no window open. Don't do that. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's like shoving your face in a thing of flowers for like hours and hours and hours. I shouldn't say flowers because then you think perfume, and not essential oil. No, so essential oils aren't perfumey. But the point is that it's going into the air. Sorry if you can hear my kids. If it's going into the air and you're breathing it, let's make sure you're not like sealed up in it, right? So if you're diffusing at night, say your kids have a cough and you're diffusing eucalyptus, there are certain types of eucalyptus that are safe to use for children and for humans and cats and dogs and all that. And there is a certain type that's not so great. So I hope that makes sense. So anyway, you want to be smart about it. The one that doTERRA has, it's safe to use around children. It's safe to use for when they have colds and diffuse it. So get smart about it. Learn about that a little bit if you need to, or talk to somebody that knows a lot about essential oils, ask questions, get clever. And so say you're doing that for your children, you can put your diffuser on a timer. It doesn't have to go all night. And leave the door cracked open or leave a window cracked open or something like that. Okay, no sealed rooms with diffusers, especially with babies or kiddos or animals. Okay. Is there anything else? My ramble. I've gone on to 11 minutes. I'm not going to keep you much longer. If you want to use essential oils for emotional support, this exists. So physically they can help you, and emotionally they can help you. Our smell, the way that our olfactory glands work, when you smell something, it hits a certain part of the brain that is emotional. This is not very scientific, but that's emotional. Before it even registers, your brain says, oh, that's orange, that makes me feel happy. Or, oh, that's jasmine, that makes me feel comforted. Right? So the part of the brain that's hitting first is emotional. So it affects you. Like, you can alter your emotions, or at least offer them a helping hand with essential oils. It's just something to play with. Like, try it on for size. They make different blends of essential oils to help for certain moods. You'll see that a lot of companies do that, and it's fun to play with. So I'll give an example too for a way you can use essential oils like emotionally and to affect your mood. doTERRA has a yoga collection. And there are 3, again, I'm not trying to sell you this, I'm just trying to give you examples of different ways that essential oils are used. There are 3 blends here. One is called Arise, the other is Align, and I think the other one is called Anchor. So if I was going to use essential oils to enhance my yoga practice, I'm a yoga instructor, but also a yoga practitioner. I might take, like, if I'm feeling kind of sluggish, but I want to get moving, or I know that brisk movement would feel good, I'll take the Arise, because the Arise blend is very uplifting, and I'll put some in the palm of my hand, give a little squirt of my coconut oil. This is fractionated coconut oil, FCO. It's the liquid form. And then I'll rub my hands together, and then I'll rub it up my arms like so. And so then when I'm doing my poses, my arms are moving, I can smell the essential oil. When I'm doing like a warrior pose and I'm looking over my right arm, I can smell the oil. The oil becomes a part of the practice. And I'm a huge plant fan. I took a plant science degree. I believe in the power of plants. So that I really like that as part of my movement practice. It helps me feel a little bit more connected to my surroundings, to the earth, right? I think it's really important. We came from the earth and we go back to the earth when we die. We are a part of it all. So why not respect what it's given us and use what it's given us, which is plants, which is essential oils. There's so much more I could say on this. I could talk for hours, but I just want you to be safe with your essential oils, and these are my main tips. The last thing I will say to you is don't ever put essential oils in your eyeball. Don't ever put essential oils directly into your ear canal. Don't do that. It's gonna hurt parts of you. Don't do that. If you want to treat an earache with essential oils, then you dilute your oil. For example, basil is one that helps with earaches, and you go around the ear, maybe right here, like on the inner part, not in the ear canal, and you massage that way. Maybe get a little lymph drainage going with your massage around your ear, pulling down into here and get that lymph drainage going, right? So don't put the oil in your ear. If you have like pink eye, and you want to help that out, you go oils around, and then you're very careful about not rubbing them in the eye. Okay, taking essential oils internally, you hear a lot of people do this, like put a drop of lemon in your water or a drop of grapefruit. You can get, those veggie capsules, empty capsules. Put a drop of oregano in there to combat X, Y, and Z. So, for example, like last month, I felt like I was having a UTI come on, a urinary tract infection. I don't have a doctor here yet, and it was the weekend, and I was like, oh lordy, what am I gonna do? I rarely take essential oils internally. I don't really feel like you need to. If it's your thing, cool beans, be safe with it. However, I will use them medicinally, and when I felt like that was the UTI might be coming on, I have a handy essential oil book, looked it up, and supposedly oregano essential oil and lemongrass were two of the main ones that could help with that. And so I started taking it in a capsule 3 times a day for 2 days straight. I think I did it for, and then I did the cranberry juice and blah, 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 blah. It worked because it wasn't a serious UTI. There is a time and a place for Western medicine. Yes, yes, yes. I believe in antibiotics, and I believe in vaccinations. Cool beans if you don't. I have lots of friends that don't. We can all live together. That's not what this is about, but the point is, if it's going to be something that you want to play with and bring into your life, read up on it. Talk to lots of people. If you have questions about essential oils, write me. You can find me on Facebook, Mama Yoga with Jenny Rules. You can find me, you can have my email from Sarah. It's easy to connect, and I'm happy to chat about it. So that is that. I hope it was helpful and not too much of a ramble. Thank you for your time. And yeah, good luck with your essential oils. Have fun on the journey with them. Play with them. Smell fabulous. I have my whole case here. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. And there's some in my kitchen, and there's some in my car. And they're super duper helpful and a huge part of my life. And they smell good. Okay. Bye.